Hello. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. And it's about a YouTube channel that I no longer subscribe to because I simply do not agree with the way that she runs the platform. And I'm a trauma focused therapist. I'm licensed as a psychotherapist in the state of Massachusetts. And according to her profile, she is also a trauma therapist. So, what is her channel about? What it is she is a staunch supporter for adult children who are estranged from their mother or estranged parent. But her channel seems to be about mothers, particularly narcissistic mothers. And I do agree with pretty much every single point that she makes about why the adult child felt the need to become estranged. And Marnie herself has been estranged from her mother for over 35 years. And she talks about how she was a runaway child starting in early adolescence, before high school. So all the times that we're in high school for those 4 years, she was homeless on the street. And I personally know a thing or two about being a chronic and consistent runaway because in my childhood, starting again around the age of 11, just like her, I also ran away from home a lot. But in my case, I would leave for a period of time, come back, leave, come back. And each time I would leave longer and longer. So I understand all the reasons why somebody would feel the need to want to run away from home and give up a warm meal, a warm bed, etc., because it feels safer in some ways to be out as a runaway. But my issue with how she runs the platform is she takes videos from other channels, and the people who are doing those videos are some of the estranged mothers from their adult children, and they're hurt, and they clearly have some mental health issues where they can't see their role in why the adult child has become estranged. Because the decision to become estranged does not happen in one single day. It is a build up and build up and build up over time. And eventually they feel like they have no choice if they want to protect their peace to become estranged. And so I'm watching a lot of the videos that Marnie's putting out, and I have a lot of issue with it because what's happening now is though some of those mothers who are estranged are getting wind and finding out that Marnie is taking their videos and she's doing an episode basically bashing the parent, the adult parent. And I couldn't quite put my finger on it for a little while. Why was this so bothersome to me? Right? We can take other people's videos. It happens all the time, especially where I follow like true crime podcasts where they'll pull a national news headline crime that's on the news, and they'll bring it on their channel and they'll sort of dissect it and they'll add their input and their own feedback, which is totally normal to do because there is no defamation. You're pulling public information from online sources and you're just putting your spin on it. But in this case, I finally figured it out why it's so bothersome to me. Because clearly these mothers who are estranged, not by choice, it's the adult child who's chosen to walk away, that they have mental illness. So if it's narcissism, that is a clear personality disorder where they are not able to really see their role. And what's happening is they're finding out that Marnie is posting videos about them and dissecting what their video was, and now they're threatening legal to sue and defamation, and it's just spinning out of control. And I feel like as a therapist, we have a duty to cause no harm. It doesn't just mean in session with our clients, it means within society as well. So where do we go with that? I don't understand why Marnie thinks that this is a good idea. I love the fact that she educates the public about what are the red flags, what are those markers when you're dealing with an abusive parent. I love the fact that she will bring people onto her platform for like a podcast episode where the adult child has been estranged and they're telling their story. That's fine. I just don't agree with pulling somebody's video from online, bashing them, and then of course there's a following because all the people in the comment sections, they're supporting Marnie's side. And then if you go to the estranged parents side and their channels and their comments, of course those people are supporting the person who put the video out. But how is this really helping? How is this really helping? Because what if one of those estranged parents that she does a video on, Marnie, what if they harm themselves? What if they're getting so much feedback from the public coming from Marnie's camp and they're just sinking deeper? What if they're into substance abuse? And what if they relapse? Or what if they do self-harm? Or what if they attempt to harm themselves? I mean, we have an obligation. You know, we have what's called the Hippocratic Oath. And I just don't agree with it. And I'm curious what you guys think about it. So drop a comment. I'm curious if you agree with what I'm saying, or if you feel it's free speech and, you know, the therapist has a right to say whatever they want because technically they are not her clients that she's working with. So drop a comment and subscribe if you like my channel. Thanks.